Hello team, today is July 13th, 2022. Everything in this video is not financial investment or trading advice of any kind. Everything is just for entertainment, educational, and comedic purposes only. Bear in mind that I eat red crayons for breakfast, and please read between the lines per my YouTube disclosure. Let's talk about Luna. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, and we're going to talk about XRP all in one video. If you guys are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Every now and then I'll put out some public videos from our classes, and then sometimes just videos just to reach out to the community. Also, before I begin, somebody's going around on WhatsApp asking people for investment money. Please do not contact them. It is not me. I'm not asking anybody for money. I'm not going on YouTube asking anybody for money. Some people are getting messages from like a WhatsApp, and it looks like it has my name because it's in gray. It'll say like JSong Presents or something, but it's not me. If you ever in doubt, if you guys go to my website or send me a message or send me a copy or email me, my website's in the description, patreon.com/jsong_7. You guys can reach out to me or any of my my VIP number, my VIP Telegram groups, or you guys can video chat me and call me up if you guys, is this really you? If you don't see my face, it's not me. Okay. So, and besides, we have daily classes every day where people can chat with me and you can ask me face to face. All right, guys. Anyway, it's not me. Luna, July 8th. We've been tracking Luna. You guys have been watching my videos. We've been tracking with Luna. We saw a weakness appear on these candles here. We were looking to come to our next support, and we started to round. We started to round at this area. I told people, if you guys want to be extra safe, buy it around here. Once we start crossing this line here, we want to start buying there. We did not round. Now, I picked up a bag either way because I'm expecting these, but we're also expecting Luna's bottom to be around also a sword cut. The sword cut is where we're going to find some natural pain, natural support. Over here, and these prices are 0.00090. Now, I'm going to give you the exact numbers today because we calculated it as a bit of a range. Here we are on July 13th. You can see we phased through. We did not match. We did not come up to our trading line here. We just started coming here, and then the weakness appeared. And I believe the weakness was because the markets are being pulled down, and what's been happening with Bitcoin, what's been happening with UST.D. When that chart goes up, every crypto goes down, by the way. And we've been tracking that in our class very well, very well. So anyway, we came down for over the last day or so. We've been coming down, and today we are actually, I'm going to talk about that chart in just a moment. We are building strength on this chart, and now I know this chart says Luna in the upper right hand corner, but remember, guys, this is a Luna Classic. You can tell by the price. Luna is in the dollar range. Luna Classics over here in the 0.000 range. And there we go. All right. So of Luna, just so you guys know, right now we're currently trading right on that sword cut. The actual number for the low is 0.000086. What this means is that if you're getting closes today in the next 8 hours and 55 minutes, in the next 8 hours and 55 minutes, from the filming of this video, that should be about 5 p.m. Arizona time, 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If we're getting closes around here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then look for us to be hitting these bottom numbers, which are closer to, if it happened tomorrow, it's going to be around 0.00075. So again, if we're closing below here, this price of 0.086, look for us to go to 0.075. That's the natural next support below that. Prophetically, we heard that when Luna starts falling, we should be hitting higher numbers. Now again, guys, I gave you guys all these tops a few weeks back. We're expecting a lot of action to happen today. Something big is happening in the world. Some big things are happening in the world, and we're seeing these things played out, and how they're going to affect the crypto markets is going to be very interesting. But along the way, we're expecting Luna to be one of the coins that pops up prophetically. Now, just as a trader, I'm still in this trade. If it was just trading alone, I would be getting out. Again, this time I'd be getting around 0.0020 or 0.0023. as a trader, that's where I would get out naturally. But because of prophetic information, we're hearing that Luna is going to hit those high numbers that we've talked about in the past, and we believe that it's going to be hitting some very, very high numbers. Take your profits accordingly. But here, you know, just with the data, I'm presenting the data to you. We do have a high of here of 0.0032. Above that, I think you're just going to hit those prophetic numbers. But as a trade, if you guys were just trading, I would be taking profit at some of these levels here. Okay, but I'm personally, I'm only taking just a small profit at this level, and then you know, like maybe I think I'll have around 5%. I'm just taking quickly for a pullback, and then I'm going to be trading, and you know, I buy up and down, but that's me. All right, next, so you guys, if you guys have any other questions about Luna, we do have a class today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is, if you're in Arizona, it's 11 a.m., but it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be for Dive memberships only. So Dives are $18 for the whole month. You get access to every class that we have. We send you out a link, and you get copies of all my all the videos and previous Dive videos and all the tutorials to teaching you guys how to draw and read and understand financial markets and create price maps. All right, next video, we're gonna go over quickly on. We're gonna go over XRP. Okay, no, Bitcoin. We're gonna go over Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick, because if you know what's happening in Bitcoin, you know what's happening in the rest of the market. Now, we've done a calculation on Bitcoin. I'm not gonna go over it, but I want to show you guys that strength is coming in Bitcoin soon. And there's two main points of strength. And here's a strength that's going to be coming in. I believe this strength is going to be enough to reverse Bitcoin even in a fall, because the strength of the support is very strong. And below that, there's this one right over here. And these prices are around, if it happened next week, it's going to be around the 14,000. And then right now it's around this 18,000. So if price is able to come back down and round at this 18,000 line, it's very powerful. This is in addition to all the other supports we found on Bitcoin. So I've been expecting Bitcoin to fall back down to around 18,000 to collect that support and then go up in charge. So again, if everything's falling because of Bitcoin's falling and a lot of altcoins and things like that, then pay attention to Bitcoin. This is why we cover Bitcoin so much, and I tell you guys, watch out for Bitcoin. Look what Bitcoin's doing. Look what UST.D is doing. If that chart goes up, cryptos come down. If Bitcoin's going down, most cryptos also go down. And a lot of things that are tied to Bitcoin are tied to the whole Tether, Ponzi, stablecoin, and all the printing. They basically print false money that doesn't exist, to artificially inflate and manipulate the markets. And it's very, very big. It's done on a $1 trillion scale. I mean, it's bad. But you know, you guys are going to see all of that stuff more revealed in the future. But for right now, just know that when those charts move, they move everything. So that's one day will trigger a liquidity crisis. But anyway, we're looking for supports around the 18,000, and then we have supports here. So I'm actually going to be expecting Bitcoin to be rising soon, possibly around August. Now this matches also the dream I had about pump in August, some kind of movement in August. I don't know if it's at the beginning or the end of August for Bitcoin, but I do expect some other coins to be popping off towards the beginning part of August, and it might be very, very well XRP. Now let's go over Bitcoin's weakness in more in depth. Here's a chart from June 28th. I told you guys that appears we're rounding underneath this major resistance area. This is very big, so I put a big highlighter to make it simple for you guys. But I'm expecting prices to hit around the $18,000 line. This is dynamic, and then I'm also looking for prices to hit around 14. So this analysis that's here that I've created over a while is just so. It's all in addition to that chart that I just showed you, which I'm not going over. That's a new analysis from Sword Method 3.0, a method I created. This analysis combined to tell the same story, that there's support coming in here. Now, even though on the daily chart we're looking for some weakness over the next few days, and that's what I showed you guys back in June. We were looking for, even though I'm looking for weakness, and there's still a lot of blood in the water, according to my last video that I made. I told you guys, blood in the water. I'm now doing these analysis and combining is reinforcing the amount of strength we're having at these. these analysis here of these lines that you guys see, these supports right here and this one right here, it's independent from the other chart. So I did 2 full analysis measuring a lot of the energy coming in and out of the market, and they are pointing to support coming in Bitcoin. So I'm not saying to buy Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin goes up, you know, it's like the daddy, right? And everyone looks at daddy, says, oh, can we go to Disneyland? Or are we gonna have a good day today, Dad? Or are you gonna be mad? Can we eat in peace? Or can we make those jokes? You know, they set the temperature for the room. And what we're looking for is we're looking for it to be okay for cryptos to go up. And I think it's going to be okay for cryptos to start going up in the future, in possibly around August. So anyway, a lot of people were saying, Bitcoin pumping. I told people, guys, please wake up and smell the crayons. There is a lot of resistance at this line. We covered it in depth and dive. That's why I kind of made it real thick. But I was letting people know that I was going to be getting out of my BTC 3S position at this $18,000 line, just because there's a lot of support coming in. But I did expect prices to come down at these levels. You can see we came down for our first pump, and then we came back up for this next one. And there's a lot of people on YouTube, and I'll go against them if I have to, but I'm just, you know, I'm just letting know what I see in my data. Now, again, my data is just my data. I don't have every analysis, guys, but there are some people that just tell you to buy, but there's simple lines you can draw that will tell you what you need to know. And my job in Dive is preparing you guys not just how to read price as it navigates through a map, but how to draw your own maps so that you guys have the skill, so that in the future, when some of you guys are millionaires and billionaires, and you know, you guys are entering into this end time wealth transfer, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, hey, buy this, buy that, and you're going to read, you're going to stroke your beard, and you're going to see the health coming in and out of the markets. And some things you're going to see is like dangerous, and you're going to be like, whoa, after just drawing a few things. And those are going to be the skills you guys have. And that's why I challenge you guys to join me in Dive, because I want you guys to start developing those skills to draw the lines yourself. And we did a big class yesterday on tutorial for our Dive members for XRP. In fact, we did it for all of our Patreon members as a sample. So just if you're a patron, even at $1, you'll have access to that video. And I show you guys step by step how to draw, and then it's great because in the group you guys draw on the screen. Everyone draws at the same time to draw on the screen, and then we can look at you guys' work, and it's fun. But I'm just letting you guys know that you don't have to just be dependent on me, because well after I'm gone, I want you guys to have skills that you can read the markets and not be FOMO'd in, and see the weakness, see the resistances, see the strength, see the health coming in, see the health leaving. And you can see when price is starting to get sick. And I understood that when we're building structure on these lines, this is really sick. So I don't really care all the people saying, hey, you need to go, it's going to the moon right now. When there's a lot of weaknesses, like I told people, I just don't see it in my data. We have to come back down at least one more time. I really believe that. And you know, even though I give you guys all the options on a map, like if you break above, I'll show you the options, you know. But for the most part, I'll also let you know in Dive what I'm personally doing and what I see is the most important. And right now, Bitcoin going down to these lower areas is important. And therefore, because we also discovered the newly support, I said I'm getting around my BTC short position around 1844. Now later, I raised that just a little bit to here, but it's still within this range. But somewhere in this range is where you want to get out of your short positions, because there's some possible health coming in, and we may spike. But unless we get in a hack right now on Bitcoin, I expect us to go up to start hitting some numbers. Now also, we heard prophetically we may hit 30 to 35 to 40 before coming back down for the rest of the weakness. So it's very possible we can come down to these levels, gather the strength, and start going up. And here you can see we are July 13th, and I said I'll be getting out of my short around 18,800. So we're here in these ranges, we're here in these prices, but again, guys, some of you guys are going to hold out all the way to 18,009. Just be careful. Just be careful. Markets can move very hot, especially today with the CPI numbers coming out. So we're looking for prices to start coming up around these areas, and there I draw you guys the options. If we get closes below this area, then that means we're going to be going lower. I think we're going to be hitting 10,000. So I'm sorry, 14,000. So if we build structure underneath here and we start trading on the daily chart or on the 12-hour chart, significant structure underneath here, look for prices to go down to 14,000, and then from there we're going to hit 10 and 11,000. Okay, that's what Bitcoin's going to be doing. XRP. Finally, XRP, guys. XRP, we did a big class on it, as I was just mentioning earlier. I'm not going to go over that chart. That's, you know, I give you guys content for people who supported me, and I praise God for you guys supporting me. But we measured a lot of things in XRP, doing a new map build on a lot of the health. And guess what? We're seeing a lot of health coming in along this line, a lot of it, and it's around 25 cents. If it happens tomorrow, it's going to be 25 cents. The longer time takes, the longer the lower that line's going to go. But in addition to that, we adjusted our newest sword cut, and our newest sword cut also gives us prices around the 28 cents as a high and a low of around 24 cents. So this is our sword cut, where we would be looking for price to come to the sword cut and build structure and take off. And we're very close to those prices where it's really time for XRP to go up. I'll give you some final thoughts in just a moment. But in addition to that, some of our team members identified some energy on the flats on a monthly chart, and we saw this 25 cent line right here, pretty exact. So that brings strength in, both at the core and the wicks here. We have strength on these two lines, and then in addition to all of that, we have a natural support at this line, and that's why price has been being held. We covered that in depth in our class. This is on a weekly chart, by the way. Okay, you can see it says 1W, so we know this is a weekly chart. Again, this is not a tutorial. It's just me explaining what's happening in the market. If you want the tutorials, come to Dive or watch some of my tutorial videos or dive videos of this week, any of them, and you'll know what's going on. Okay, and then finally we have another one, and this is a major one, and I drew this one, and this one's very hot. This one's like a live wire. It still has a lot of energy that hasn't been expounded yet. This line, 0.2295. So if XRP comes and hits 2295, this line has a lot of punch to it. I think what's going to happen is price is going to be coming back up and knocking against this line and going high, just like when price hit this line previously in the future. The next support that is within that same flow that has the same energy is this 0.2295. Now again, as time goes on, if that takes longer, that number 22 is going to go to 21 and 20 and further down. And this is why I don't trade based on price alone, but rather the dynamics of price. I'll trade based on a line, but I won't trade just on a flat number. So people say, well, what's the support? Well, you need to watch it. You know, if it happens tomorrow, you know, then the number is like a little higher than 22.95 if this is a weekly chart. But what I'm giving you the general price, okay? But you can be very exact if you wanted to. Here is a daily chart of the same, and you can see this is what's happening. So we've been still having support, but we did close below here. So I believe that the weakness has already appeared. Therefore, I'm looking for XRP to hit either the sword cut tops around the 27 cent marker. So you can see 27.50 and a low of 24.50. So if you guys have any other questions, again, join me and Dive. But this is for that, and then we'll cover UST.D in my class today. If you want to join me, it is $18 for the whole month, and it is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm gonna go have my breakfast, and then also, if you guys just want my maps, go to be a Patreon member. It can be 50 cents, $1, whatever. Just go to my website. There it is right there, and then sign up. And then every day after I class, I'll show the images from and what I call image notes from the class. I also show you guys videos of the newsletter, which is the JSON newsletter, which is lots of people in my Dive community who you know, are posting links. They're finding information that's going on around the world. They're finding things that are going on in the markets. They're finding a lot of pertinent information, and they're like, hey JSON, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? What do you think of this? So what we started doing is I said, I don't have time to look at everything, but I will forward it to our communities who can start investigating and start looking. And so so many days during our chats, you guys would be posting stuff in the chats during our live sessions, and then I'll post them in that JSON newsletter, and you guys can see a lot of important posts that you may have missed, and it's just fantastic. So I love all the good work. Shout out to all my Dive team. I love you guys, and may you be blessed. I will see you in class in just a little bit. Cue the outro music.